and run part, because I'll just be standing there, and that's not working out too well.
And when it does finally work,
Rockin', nice.
it's an achievement for both player and coach.
If I can help people learn the game and get them involved, and then they'll call me like a week later and say, hey, I got a certain shot, or, that's what makes me happy.
Walter Allen, Fox News. So you yourself are not a big pickleballer, would you say?
I am a infinitesimally small pickleballer in that I have never
Fox
ever
2
played the
News,
sport of pickleball. And
it's,
in fact, even watching that, I was trying to decipher
Detroit.
exactly what goes on.
I was
We need
just
to get a
briefly
Fox 2 league
watching
going, and I think Woody could be our team captain.
television.
And he could keep us out of the kitchen.
Oh, thinking of calling maybe, like, I don't know, Fox 2 Problem Solvers. I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know. I want to move on. I want to try to forget, like, the past, live for the present. It's maybe not the easiest thing to do, or how do I really say it? It's really hard for me to move on from my past, because my talent that I displayed, what I achieved was in a certificate that meant a lot of things that were achieved in that class. That, how to really say it, I achieved a lot through that certificate, and I'm kind of wanting to know, who do I call, what do I do? Do I have to call Fox 2 Problem Solvers? Maybe they'll help me to find the right solution. But as far as I'm concerned, how to really say this, my fight choreography inspired the video game industry, and it inspired, how to really say it, this Shenmue the animation. I did tell the creators not to use my fight choreography, and they didn't use it when they made Shenmue the anime. Because the reason I'm saying this, there's parts in this that, like when they do swallow dive, it's done the wrong way. And I know it's done the wrong way. All the moves here are done wrong. Like they don't give credit to the fight choreography, Shenmue. Now, here's my problem with that. This fight choreography is very effective if it's done by the right practitioner, the right kind of practitioner. Not everybody can just do this old school style. This is like a style, you could say, that I created myself. And I did all the moves myself. Even the ones that were taught to me by the Federation or by the Dons, they taught me these moves, and they emulated these moves I did and made Shenmue, but not like the animation. The animation, I told them not to use my fight choreography. I told James Rayner or something. I've got this in conversation on Messenger. I've got it in the cloud or something. It's not going to be forgotten. I did mention not to use this fight choreography. And another part I want to say, there's a Facebook user or something that there's some people that are not even online anymore for the Shenmue group. So, when they made this Shenmue the animation, it was inspired by my ideas too, just so everyone is aware. This is inspired by my ideas, but I was already in the group, and it was my idea for a Shenmue the animation. But I didn't want to, let me say this, I didn't want to take credit for this Shenmue the animation. I offered someone else to take the credit for this Shenmue the animation. I kind of just said, use this and, make it, because I would like to see one. So, how to really say this, even if I can be in movies or not, which probably it looks like it's not, may not happen because of this age of AI that might be coming. What I would like to be getting is residual and a large, amount of income, because I inspired a lot of moves for the video game industry. I inspired the video game industry with my fight choreography, basically. That year and years after that, I inspired the fight choreography for Yakuza also. Some of my moves are used for Yakuza, especially Zero, and then some other ones. To me, Yakuza is supposed to Yakuza is supposed to be like, it's inspired by me, what I did. See this here, big silver medal. I won a silver medal at a tournament for this Karate Federation, but they don't make a big deal about it. And I used to wear silver tab jeans. I don't know. It's like, I know I inspired a lot of things, a lot of different parts of this for video games, but it's not like in my mind and I'm just being delusional. No. This here, there's actually a teacher here that I had this teacher from this Ruby High School, and she told me, she said, she tried to tell me about this Shenmue, how if I date this person, there's some person, if I date her, she said, you're gonna lose that Shenmue, and I just want to let you know. She walked me out to the hallway. She barely told me. She said, if you date Sarah, you're gonna lose that Shenmue. I just want to let you know that. And that's a special education teacher that is now working at the rehab of Wyandotte Hospital in the psychiatric unit. She was a special education teacher. She said, she said, Ryan, come here. I want to tell you something real fast. And then she said, we just barely went out to the hallway from the special ed class. She said, Ryan, I just want to let you know, if you date this Sarah, you're gonna lose that Shenmue. That's all I'm gonna say. She said it just like that. But I barely remember, and I barely even realized that she was trying to warn me of something. But I won't say her name. She's a nurse. I know who she is. She said she works at the Wyandotte Rehab now, but she's a special ed teacher. Some people are gonna know who she was by watching this video, probably this one here. Not by watching this video, but by looking at the cover of this video, the video cover. It's funny, the cover. Never judge a book by its cover, huh? Sometimes you need to judge a book by its cover, because you see the cover here? What's that? What's that? That's Shenmue. This is Shenmue, okay? What's that? Well, that's Shenmue. I'm supposed to be this guy, but it's just, sometimes you judge a book by its cover, but they don't tell you that. Sometimes you don't. It depends on which kind of context you will look at that, like that. And, I'm not going to say nothing else. It's just stupid, because I got a lot of videos on here, and there's some things I don't like to say, there's some things I might say. Well, that's familiar, huh? I'm just kidding. A lot of things on here, huh? So I'm just online. Let me see how many users I got. My subscribers. Oh, I got 275 subscribers now. Earlier today I had 272, and then it went down to 271. Now I've got 275. I hope that I can hit 1,000 one day, soon, or yeah, soon. I would hope. So I've got a lot of content on here, my YouTube channel. As you can see, there's a whole lot of information, and really, you know, it's just because I've got these claims that some of these claims may not be, I may not be able to, like, you know, claim anything. Like, look, I am the true Inuyasha. There's, like, you know, how to say it. My teachers didn't know what to think of me. You're Inuyasha. Does anyone know what to think of Inuyasha? I don't know what to think of Inuyasha. But I think it's cool, but that's about it. Just leave that off. So, instead of me being all about me here, I'm going to kind of change the vibe. So I'm going to change the vibe now, and this will be part of my title. I'm gonna, like, you know, this is what I do. Look at this. Sometimes I like the flirt, you know, or how to say it. I don't want to click on that. It might be inappropriate what you're gonna see, but it's just, you know, you know, I like women and girls and that. Yeah, they're great, but it's just sometimes, given my situation, I don't know how to avail myself or how to really even feel safe at times. This guy here, he follows me on. He's one of my subscribers, I believe, because they sent me a notification. He's one of my subscribers. This guy from my channel. They sent me a notification. I repeat it, but yeah, and you know, so that's you know. Some of my searches may be kind of crazy, but yeah, it's nothing really to watch on the internet sometimes. Yeah, there's a whole lot of things on TV. Look at these girls. They're sexy, aren't they? They're pretty sexy, but they're expensive, right? Those girls are expensive. I mean, all the girls, it's like, I don't know. I don't want to just say that. And see, if I say the wrong, thing, I look terrible. But you know, some girls are like, yeah, I'm so special. I'm so much better than you. And I get the feeling like they're all that way. How to really say it? I misunderstand a lot of women from probably one relationship. I misunderstand them all, and I want to repeat that. From one relationship, I just misunderstand all the women, because one woman I got to know, you know, had other intentions that I don't want those. You know, this is like. It's hard to say because all the pride that some people have and people's families have, you know, I don't know how to say it, but then they want to say I'm sick, say I'm delusional, and make me suffer more and more and more, which is really wrong. It's wrong for someone to suffer that is not really delusional, that, you know, I'm being, like, you know, I'm being accused of being delusional when I'm really not. And I had a degree that inspired all this crap, okay? I inspired so many video games, but I don't know what to say about it, because all I can say is I did that. I did that. I know I did that. So, yeah. There's lots of content on the internet. You know how much content is on the internet? All all kinds of content, and old content that's, when I say old content, just, content like these albums here, I don't even know how they got on here. I don't even watch these albums. These albums, I've had all three of these albums here. All three of these, I've had all three albums, but I don't listen to their music. Like they just come up and look at this Christina Aguilera, Nelly Furtado. Some of these people, they don't even sing anymore. I don't even know what became of some of these artists. I don't know. See Rihanna, look at all that. Yeah, it's just so much out there. But I guess, and I don't know what's going to happen with this. I guess Hollywood's on strike. They don't know what's going to happen. They're, whatever's going on there. I wanted to actually see how to really say this. I had this degree from a karate class long ago. My whole intention, everybody, was to go to Hollywood one day and be a martial arts movie actor. Because I don't just like Kickboxer, and I don't just like Jean-Claude Van Damme. No, I don't just like him because he's cool, because he's so badass. No, I don't just like these people. I don't just like the celebrities. I actually wanted to meet these celebrities one day, and the reason is because I have, at that time, long ago, I was a special martial artist and a special person to my karate federation and that. Like, these guys, I copied some of their moves. Actually, some of their moves I did copy, and that Jin Kazama move, that's like a Muay Thai move, that was inspired to me from this movie, Kickboxer. And, there's no, easy way to say it, because I might as well just say it like that. So, how to say this? I gotta really get deep into this. There's moves I inspired. Well, they inspired me. Or I did some moves they put into the video games. So maybe that one for, you can imagine. Maybe they paid Jean-Claude Van Damme. I don't want to say. I don't want to speculate there. Better not speculate that, because I'm a fan of this artist. I'm a fan. And that's that. Okay. So yeah, I just go to my library. Oh gee. Okay. So okay. See, I put a message here too, because the reason I put a message, I'm just trying to appeal to some people that don't know me. Like when people don't know you, and I have, how to say it, I kind of have like some mental disabilities myself, that I just have like maybe social anxiety disorder at times. So I can't really, I don't know, like, I cannot just avail myself to everybody. I know people probably, wonder why I don't talk, or they think I just don't talk. I don't talk much to people that I don't know, especially in Riverview or anywhere in Southeast Michigan. I don't talk much because I don't have money to go to bars. I don't have money to go to, for anything. I don't have money for nothing. All the money that I work for, it goes on my bills to pay that car you see in the back there. It just, all my money goes to pay that car, and it pays my student debts, the debts that I never succeeded in for college. I went to college, I never succeeded. I dated some girl. She never gave me any, you know, she never, how to say it. There's like 2 girls I dated, and one of them I wasn't really that interested in at all. The other one had some intentions from long ago that, you know, didn't want me to know what her intentions were, and I ended up missing this degree. I don't know what happened to this degree from this dojang, and you know, I don't know how to get this message out other than to tell this to people by speaking it into, you know, my phone here. I'm using the tripod here, so you know, see this here, this Brazilian kick. That's really what it is, all from the video game. I must have did that, you know, a few times in class. It's easy. For me, it's easy. And, you know, I don't know how to say it because I need to be getting money for that, what I did, and I don't know how much I'm gonna just waste my time with this because there's nothing for me to do. I've got nothing to live for except, you know, I'm a martial artist still. I'm a fight choreographer still. I mean, for me to really talk to girls or women, you know, like if I keep living around here, if I keep living in Southeast Michigan, I don't think I can really make it that far here. Without money and what I earned in this karate federation, I'm not gonna make it far. No, I'm just gonna stay here, lay around, maybe die in this house, you know. It's not a good thing for Riverview. It's not a good situation for Michigan especially, and even the country. People know my name all around the world. I have this YouTube channel. People know about me all around the planet. You see this karate federation right here? That's the year I did this, and people just don't want to accept how much I inspired the video game industry. They used my moves for Shenmue. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, here look. This is what I did in 1995. And it might sound kind of too Indian, too terrible, too Hispanic, too ethnic, and I don't let people hate me here, but you know, I don't sound I don't sound Asian. I don't look Asian. I'm not Asian. I might be Hispanic. You know, well, I offend everybody that don't know me. And, you know, it's like that's what I'm thinking. I offend everybody that don't know me, and if I start talking, people might be nice, but they might not want to really talk to me. They might not really like me. So it's hard to know, how do I know who to trust in wherever I go? How do I know who am I going to trust? You know, because I posted myself. Let me say this. I posted out myself. I veiled myself on the internet. I'm all veiled online. And the reason I veiled myself was because I was trying to get royalty money first, and then I was going to try to go to like the film industry, whether it's in this country or maybe another country. But that's the problem here. I didn't get my compensation that I clearly did earn from a degree. And then, you know, they're telling me Emmanuel Records, oh, we don't have a copy of that. And when I called the federation, like Phil Duncan says that, and then everybody, you know, was what? They're just going to keep denying me? What am I supposed to do? Because I can get a job. Let me say this. If I get a job, it'll be like McDonald's. It'll be like Wendy's, McDonald's, or some job that, you know, doesn't pay me for what I did, what I inspired the video game industry with my moves. And my moves were powerful, really well emulated moves into the video game. And they're not from another Dan instructor. If there's another Dan instructor claiming my moves, moving my pills around here, stupid pills on my couch. if there's another Don instructor that's claiming my moves, you know, come on, that's like wrong, and that's not even. I don't understand why they would do that without letting me know they're gonna do that. Nobody told me. See, and I believe I was supposed to go back and claim this stuff. There's some duration of time. I don't know how I know that, but I think they wanted me to. See, I don't know how I know that. I just got this notion that they wanted me to come back. But by the time I went and trained back there, I had already dated this girl from my high school that from 2002 to 2005, and I repeat that, the year 2002 to 2005, I dated this girl that was in my karate class, and she actually was misbehaving and wanted to have sexual relations with me, according to my karate teacher. He told me that, and actually I know that a teacher told me that karate teacher that taught you that year in 1995, he took a friend to Arizona and with him, and that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, they went on a vacation, but I don't know why he would tell me that. I don't know why, and you know, he did tell me that, and that friend might have been a minor, a really young minor, but see, these guys that, you know, there's people that are not perfect, but the teacher that I had clearly did give me royalties because under copyright law they used my moves for the video game. Now, you can see my picture there. I'm a very well structured, strong young guy. I look like this Ryu Hazuki. In that picture there, my body's the same body as Ryu Hazuki. It's the same exact body. You can't see the rest of my body there. You can't see the nice sexy cleats, the sexy legs I have. You don't see that. You don't see me with no shirt off. I look like a really strong, buff, ripply guy. I look like Ryu Hazuki exactly right there. See how strong my shoulders are there? You see those shoulders? Those are really strong shoulders I used to have. And they used to call me Kenner because from the movie Showdown Little Tokyo, Dolph Lundgren used to have real strong shoulders. Now I had strong shoulders, but that didn't stop my ability from being just like this Ryu Hazuki. See, everybody's got different kinds of talents. And you know, Dolph Lundgren's really strong in the upper body, especially too in Rocky 4. He's way stronger in Rocky 4 than like any movie I've ever seen. That Dolph Lundgren, he's a Swedish actor. I just say Swedish because and identify that because I used to have this song. There's a song I used to like called Swedish Rhapsody, and I would play Swedish Rhapsody in the car. Me and my dad would go home sometimes from baseball games or whatever, hang out with my parents, whatever. Just Swedish Rhapsody was playing. That's why I like Swedish culture and people, whatever. So anything about Sweden I kind of like. It's just a pastime memory. And so, yeah, and that's like, you know, but I had a flat top in this picture. I'm having a flat top. I'm always comb my hair like a flat top. I have previous pictures where I had spiked haircut, just like this, you know, this down here, Ryozuki. I have had my hair like that at times, and it definitely would have looked like that, you know, in my youth. See this here, Ryozuki's wearing he's wearing these light wash jeans. Well, that's what I used to wear too. I have some pictures of me wearing that, but you know, let me go back. See this the light colored jeans. You can find me here somewhere. You know, all these moves I do, everyone, it doesn't mean mental illness. It doesn't mean I'm sick. Oh, I'm doing it on my house. Oh, he's mentally ill. He's got to take his medicine. See, this is how Michigan is. it's jacked up, it's messed up, because people here don't understand martial arts and what I'm supposed to be representing here. It's just so stupid, and I get so disrespected in Michigan, and even other parts of the country. Maybe people don't want to respect for me for who I am. I mean, I don't know how to say it. I'm Ryu Hazuki and this Jin guy from my history, and I don't get respected for that. All I really wanted, let me say, what I'm trying to get is royalty money and a good amount of money, because I'm the guy that did this for the video game industry. And there's no other person that did it but me. I'm not really doing it that last kick the right way. Some of these kicks here, some of these moves, they come out wrong at times because, well, you know, I've been through a lot in my life. I've been through a lot of things in my life, and then, you know, see that second one didn't come out right. It all depends how I'm feeling. Sometimes they come out real perfect, but the reason these moves don't come out right is because I'm living a terrible lifestyle. I don't have my royalty money. I'm supposed to be getting a lot of money for what I did for this. I'm supposed to be getting residual income. I did this for you know, the game industry, and let me try to explain this. That degree that I earned under copyright law, I'll repeat it. The degree I earned under copyright law, I was given royalties. My karate teacher told me in the changing room, he says, Ryan, you're going to be given royalties. You're going to be given royalty money, compensation for the moves that you did, because they put your moves into the video games. I'll say it, Ryan, you're going to be given royalty money for the moves that they put into the video games. Now, this is a big deal. Shenmue, it's worth $47 million to $70 million that they invested to make this game. I wish I still had that ball. And I can't, this is like between the lines. Yeah, teacher, I wish I still had that ball. Remember that? That going up north, remember that B ball? That ball, you remember what I'm saying? You know what you guys are? Yeah, the yellow ball. I had a ball like that, I don't have it now. But when I'm talking about, there was like a rigged vending machine up north, and somehow I remember this, but that teacher I knew, he knew this girl, and I don't know how many years they knew each other. I think like since she was a child. I didn't know that when I was stepping into this relationship with this girl. There's this girl I dated, and I know Shenmue has a disclaimer, and my claims are, you know, like, oh, you're psychotic. Well, I'm not psychotic, but here's the problem here. If I'm doing these moves, and these moves are used in Shenmue, that doesn't mean I'm psychotic. That means I actually know what I'm talking about. That means I'm actually on the right track, and I know exactly what the hell I'm talking about, okay? I'm on the right page. I know exactly what the hell I'm talking about, and this girl just steals that money, or some other entity she's working with steals that money, takes that money, and gives it to the community around me or something. I don't know what the hell happened to it, because somebody got real rich off my money, and this is what I did, and why do I not get paid for what the hell I did? I'm pretty pissed off about this. And I'm not going to forgive anybody unless they give me a lot of money for this. Let me say this too. I don't think I can ever forgive anybody for me being robbed of the money I earned. I can't forgive anybody. That's something I can't forgive. Never. I can never forgive that. I don't know how I'm going to forget about it. Because this is like, how to explain it? This is a life-changing experience. This is a life-changing experience. When I did karate at that age 14, I had a real sexy body. I was a real sexy looking guy. I looked exactly like this Ryu Hazuki, everybody. Hello, people that don't know me, that don't know Shenmue, people that deny all this. I look exactly like this damn Ryu Hazuki guy, okay? Because that's me, and I don't know how to say it. I look exactly like this Ryu Hazuki, and I look exactly like him, and then I look exactly like this Jin guy in a lot of ways, too. But You notice how they make Jin Kazama's shoulders look real big and bulky? Because they're kind of making fun. Those teachers were kind of making fun of me because I kept trying to loosen up my shoulders, but I still did karate like Ryu Hazuki, and so that's the problem here. It just, I do karate like Ryu Hazuki, even though my shoulders are tight, well, then I look like this Jin guy. I look like this guy too, Jin and Ryu Hazuki. I'm both of these guys. See how strong my shoulders are? Yeah. It's just, I had a degree, and I didn't get my money. And, you know, this is what I'm trying to explain to everybody. I was in a relationship for 3 years, just graduating high school. And that really put me on the wrong path in life. So I can't go back to all that time unless I can actually get the money from the government or from Sega and Bandai Namco. It takes like, I talked to this one lawyer and he says it's going to take like $5 million to represent your claims, he says. He says, if you have $5 million, I'll represent you. But then he said, oh, there's a conflicting there's a conflicting interest that you have because one of their clients is Bandai Namco. So you can imagine Bandai Namco is worth a lot of money. For you know what, can you imagine everybody, all the money they made with this Tekken, this Jin Kazama? I think that's worth a whole lot more than this Shenbu Ryozuki, because Tekken, they still have a Tekken 8 that's coming out. And I inspired this Tekken 8. The beginning, I'm going to explain this right here. Okay. This is from a tournament I lost. I'll explain all this real clear, exactly what happened. I'm going to prove everything about the disclaimer. You guys are going to know I know what I'm talking about. This is inspired by the tournament. Here it goes.